Hey guys! So I've put away all of my ingredients that need to be in the fridge. They're all there. We're going to start with the chicken because it needs to marinate. And I forgot. Okay, so it needs to marinate. I've already washed and patted my chicken dry with some paper towel and put it into a Ziploc bag so I could do everything without contaminating everything else. I've already pre-cut my lemon. So I am not a measurer, which is why I don't bake. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and spread the chicken out a little bit so it holds shape in the bag. I'm going to start the marinade with buttermilk. What we're going to do today is going to be a Southwestern themed meal, and it smells like liquid sour cream. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw enough in there just to kind of coat the chicken deep enough. You could probably just use a chili mix if you'd like. I like controlling all the different flavors in my chilies, so I start with just plain old chili powder, which is just ground up. I'm not sure what kind of chili it is. Some sort of red pepper. Anyway, chili pepper it says. So again, I don't measure. I will kind of estimate for you. I'd say probably a tablespoon or so. I'm going to throw that on in. This is ground cayenne pepper. I'm just going to tap that in because I don't want that on my hands. Again, control it to, if you like things hot, you can totally add more of this. I'm also cooking for my mom, who she's a little older and doesn't really have the palate that can handle spicy food. So I'm going to go ahead and add some cumin. And I'll tap it out. I'd say maybe about a teaspoon of cumin. Or cumin, however you want to say it. I say cumin. Garlic powder. Ooh, and it still has the top on. Oh, I should have bought more garlic powder. This is a little old, so let me just scrape it up a little. Alright, so I'm going to say probably a tablespoon of garlic powder. Throw that on in there. 2 ingredients that you don't find common in chili or a Southwest flavor. Well, you do find coriander in a Southwest flavor, but I'm going to add cinnamon for a little warmth. It will bring I don't know, a little warmth in the background of the chicken after it's cooked. I add cinnamon to a lot of my meats, especially beef. I love the way it goes together, and pork, obviously. But coriander, if you've never actually used it, I find it so underrated. It's actually the seed from the coriander plant, from the cilantro plant. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to talk while I'm doing this. I'm going to add probably a teaspoon of coriander. But it's so bright and lively. I don't want to call it lemony because it doesn't have a lemon flavor, but it hits those same peak intensity there that you get from a lemon, with that sour but bright and beautiful flavor. Okay, and now cinnamon. I'm just going to add a very little bit of cinnamon. It's very powerful. And that's that for the cinnamon. What I did not bring with me, salt and pepper. They're over there on the counter. So I will add those after we do this. But right now I'm going to go ahead and squeeze in the juice of, this is about half of a small lemon. You could probably add more if you'd like. I'm going to use the acidity from the lemon as well as the buttermilk to start breaking down some of the protein in the chicken, which will help that marinade really soak in. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add the juice, seeds and all, because we're not going to eat the marinade. And I'm actually going to throw that piece right on in there. Okay, I'm going to zip her up. Slap back and forth a little. Get everything mixed together. So there we have it. I'm going to make sure all of the chicken are separate. I did use chicken tenderloins again. They cook really quickly and they like marinade. They soak it up really easily. So I'm going to squeeze out the air from my bag, go ahead and seal it up, and there we have it. This is going to go in the refrigerator. The longer the better. I would say at least 30 minutes you want it in there, but you could leave it overnight and it would be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the fridge and I will catch you back on the next dish. Alright guys, bye. Hey guys, I'm going to squat down because I don't think I can see, or you can see my head. But I've got the grill on, it's preheating, it's cleaning off all the crap that was there from before. Before you start, you want to take your chicken out of the refrigerator for like 45 minutes to a half hour, or half hour to 45 minutes prior to cooking. You want your proteins not to get shocked when you throw them on the hot grill or any hot surface. And that way it also helps, if they're all one temperature throughout, to cook at even temperatures. So what I've got here, I have it on preheat. It's 550 degrees at the moment. What that's going to do, as soon as we throw that on there, the chicken, it's going to like sear the outside. And then I'm going to turn off these two. I'm going to turn those off right now. So I have 6 burners on this grill. I'm going to use these 4 over here. Those 2 I'm going to turn off. That's going to be my cool side. So after I sear the chicken, get it nice and brown, I'll move it off to that side to finish cooking. So I'm going to open it up. That's hot. The tongs. You're going to have tongs for before and after because it's raw chicken. So you're going to have raw and cooked tongs. So it smells really good. You can really smell the coriander. And I'm also using one of these. They're for veggies, but I like it for chicken. It leaves a nice little grill mark on there. So put that right over the hot flame. Go ahead. Once your chicken touches the grill, you don't move it. No flipping to see if it's cooked or whatever, for a few minutes at least. Just going to layer these in a single layer. One more to go. Alright, we're going to close this down. I'm going to turn down the heat to almost low on these 4 burners, and I'm going to dispose of this and I'm going to wash my tongs. Alright, we'll be back when we check in. Okay, so it's been probably 5 minutes now since they put them on. I can smell it cooking. Awesome. I'm about 425 for temperature. I'm going to check them. If they look like they're white on the top, that means that they're ready to be flipped. You can also touch them with your tongs, which I washed. If they feel like they're going to stick, you can leave them for a couple more minutes. But usually after this they're okay to flip. We're only going to flip our chicken once throughout the cooking, so you want to make sure that, spider, you want to make sure that they are cooked well. As you can see, they are white. I'm going to try. They are stuck a little bit. Yeah. I think it's too hot in the back there. And it's also the buttermilk. Alright, so we're going to flip. Alright, we might have to flip them once actually to get some nice brown color on there. I like to put them in a nice dry spot. Ooh, got a hot spot on my grill, I'm thinking. That was hot. Alright, so two of them stuck a little. So I'm going to actually pull the whole tray down a little. I got a hot spot in the back that I'm going to try and avoid. So there we go. Once you're done flipping, you're going to cover. I'm going to wash my tongs one more time because the tops were still raw. And then we'll be back and they should be finished. Okay guys, so it's been about 10 minutes total cooking. I'm going to go ahead, move these off of the heat onto the cold side while we finish our cauliflower. A little more brown on that one. There's those nice grill marks we were looking for. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move this off the fire.